Welcome students. In previous video we have studied the classification of animals, in which you have learned that the characteristics of phylum Porifera from this kingdom Animalia. Now in this lecture we are going to learn about next phylum, phylum Cnidaria. This phylum is also called as Coelenterata. What is meaning of this Coelenterata? Coelenterata means cavity is present inside the body, and this cavity is called as coelenteron, or it is also called as gastrovascular cavity. So in this animal gastrovascular cavity is present or coelenteron is present, therefore the name is Coelenterata. Then these animals are also called as, or this phylum is also named as Cnidaria. What is meaning of Cnidaria? Cnidaria means presence of special type of cells, that is cnidocytes. Cnidocytes are present in this phylum, therefore the name is Cnidaria. These cells are also called as stinging cells or nematocysts. These cells helps in offense and defense mechanism as well as capturing of the food material. Therefore the name of phylum is Cnidaria, or previously it is also called as phylum Coelenterata. Then in this phylum, the animal shows presence of tissue level of organization. Which type of organization is present in this phylum? That is tissue level of organization. Here tissue formation is present. It is evolved from first phylum, that is phylum Porifera, and they shows absence of organ or system formation. Therefore, these animals or organization in this phylum is tissue level organization or tissue grade of organization. Then what is habitat where these animals are found? These animals are aquatic. Mainly these animals are aquatic, found in water. But which water? They are found in marine water as well as fresh water. Majority of the cnidarians are found in marine water and few are freshwater cnidarians. One of the example is freshwater cnidarian is Hydra. So they are found in both type of water, that is marine water as well as fresh water, and these animals are called as aquatic animals because they are found in water, so they are aquatic. Some are marine and some are freshwater animals. Then germ layers. How many germ layers are present in these animals? There are presence of two germ layers. Outer germ layer is ectoderm and inner germ layer is endoderm. So these animals are formed from two germ layers. This is innermost germ layer and outer germ layer. So presence of only two germ layers, they are called as diploblastic animals. These are diploblastic animals because they show only presence of two germ layers, and in between these two germ layers there is presence of mesoglia, a gelatinous mass of a cellular layer. This layer is called as mesoglia. Then which type of symmetry is found in these animals? The animals which are from this phyla includes radial symmetry, or they are circular or cylindrical, and they show presence of radial type of symmetry. So all animals are radially symmetrical. Next, which type of body plan is found in this phylum? The phylum Cnidaria, there is presence of blind sac body plan. It is meaning of blind sac body plan. In these animals, only mouth is present and anus is absent. So such type of body plan is called as blind sac body plan. Here, ingestion and egestion occurs by a common opening. This opening is called as hypostome or mouth. And only one opening is present for this digestive system. Therefore, such type of digestive system is called as incomplete digestive system, and they show presence of blind sac body plan. Then these animals are sessile. Sessile means attached to the substratum. They are sedentary or sessile, or maybe free-living. These animals are also found in free-living. The aquatic animal or medusa form of animal show presence of free movement in water, whereas some animals like that of the Hydra get attached to the substratum, so they are sessile or sedentary. Then here polymorphism is present. What is meaning of polymorphism? Polymorphism means in this phylum animal shows two forms or many forms and these forms, morphological forms, are different from each other. First form is polyp form and another form is medusa form. See here in this diagram, this animal shows presence of cylindrical shape, whereas Aurelia animal or this jellyfish animal show presence of umbrella shape. So shape is variable and these two forms are identified externally from their shape. So there is formation or presence of polymorphism. This phenomenon is called as polymorphism, means these animals are found in different forms. One form is polyp and another form is medusa. Polyp and medusa, these are the two different forms, and members of this phylum are called as zooids. There are various types of zooids are found in special animal, that is in case of Obelia. So they show presence of polymorphism, that is one form is polyp and another form is medusa. Then in this phylum reproduction occurs by both methods, that is sexual as well as asexual method. In case of asexual method, there is a budding mechanism or formation of fragmentation असेल किंवा रिजनरेशन आहे. इथे रिजनरेशन फ्रॅगमेंटेशन या दोन्ही मेकॅनिझमनी रिप्रोडक्शन असेक्शुअल टाइप मध्ये होणार आहे आणि सेक्शुअल टाइप मध्ये काय असेल तर गॅमेट्स फॉर्म होणार आहेत आणि रिप्रोडक्शन होणार आहे. झायगोट तयार होईल, त्याच्यापासून एम्ब्रिओ डेव्हलप होणार आहे आणि लार्वल फॉर्म्स असणार आहेत. त्याच्यामुळे डेव्हलपमेंट कशी असेल, इनडायरेक्ट डेव्हलपमेंट आहे. Direct development is indirect because larval stage is present. See here again, there is presence of metagenesis. What is metagenesis? Conversion or polyp form into medusa form and medusa form into polyp form. This conversion or alternation of generation is called as metagenesis. Here polyp converted into medusa by asexual method and medusa converted into polyp by sexual method. So metagenesis is present in this animal. Especially such type of metagenesis is found in animal, that is Obelia. They show presence of alternation of generation. Here polypoid stage is converted into medusoid stage and asexual and sexual reproduction occurs alternately in this polyp and medusa. So there are various examples are included in this phylum. See here, Physalia, it is also called as Portuguese man of war. Adamsia, it is also called as sea anemone. Diploria, it is brain coral. Gorgonia, it is also called as sea fan, and Obelia. These are the various examples are given in your textbook. And see here two forms, that is one form is polyp and another form is medusa. In this diagram there is presence of tentacles. On tentacles special type of cells are present and these cells are called as nidocytes or nematocytes. These cells are helped in locomotion as well as capturing of food material as well as offense and defense mechanism. These animals are diploblastic. They show presence of two germ layer. Outer germ layer is ectoderm and inner germ layer is endoderm. In between ectoderm and endoderm there is presence of gelatinous mass and this mass is called as mesoglia. Here blind cell body plan is present, means only one opening is present, that is mouth, but anus is absent. Such type of digestive system is called as incomplete digestive system. Here organ formation or system formation is absent. Such type of grade of organization is called as tissue level grade of organization. Tentacles may help in locomotion as well as capturing of food material. Here two sexes are present in same organism, that is ovary and testis. Gonads are present in same organism. Such type of organism is called as hermaphrodite. Both sexes are present in same organism. Or sexes are separate in case of medusa, male medusa and female medusa is separate in case of Obelia. See here jellyfish also show presence of tentacles. On tentacles there are presence of special type of cells and these cells are called as nidocytes or stinging cells, which helps in offense and defense mechanism or paralyzing the prey by secreting poisonous substance. So these are the various characteristics of phylum Cnidaria. Now after that we go to the next phylum, that is phylum Ctenophora.